And a wonderful Thursday to you. Let's get started with our two demis and one grand. And here we go. Don't forget to inhale with your energy. Feel your little fingers active and relax. Good. Here we go to the other side and and relax when you're ready. go flex and a half and a full and a half and a heel and a stretch and a close. 1 and a half and a full and a half and a heel and a stretch and a close. So keep your arm where it is. Flex and a half and a full and a half and a heel and a stretch and a close. Front and a 2, side and a 2, back and a 2 and a stretch. Flex and a half and a full and a half and a heel, stretch all the way through and close with plie. The same to the side and to the front. Inside, out, outside, inside, roll through in first. And that's it. And let's have port de bras with each of these directions. Here we go. And start initiating from your standing leg. And get taller as your foot comes down. And plie. And down. And relax when you're ready. Okay, good. Here we go. Left side, please. And really feel your standing side as an initiator of your flexors and tendus. and the front and the side and the back and the side and the inside and outside and back and the side and the outside and inside and outside and inside, outside and 6 and the 7 and the 8. Encore, same leg. With changing legs starting to the inside. From the outside starting to the side. 1 and the 2 and plié soutenu. Other side. So front side, back side, same leg. Inside, front side, back side. With changing legs. Started to the side, side, front, side, back. 4. Reverse and left. Okay. And here we go. Inside 1. Started to the side, outside. Very much the same, but slightly trickier because we're in fifth. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, that is the tricky part, 6 and the 7, so to the other side.
No, there was another tricky part before that.
The tricky part is when to change and when not to change your fifth position with your à seconde tendue.
Right.
Because everything starts to the front. The first time around, everything starts to the back the second time around. So we have front, side, back, side, don't change. So now you can go inside, front, outside, side, inside, back, outside, side, everything changes. Started to the side, don't change, so you can go again inside, front, outside, side, inside, back. Now 3, encore. Is that making sense? So it's the same pattern we just had, but trickier because you have to decide when to change and when not to change. It's very Shakespearean.
Okay.
So you have to be aware that every single set will have the first tendue to the front when you're coming from the front and the first tendue to the back when we go to the back. And that determines where you close your à la seconde tendue.
Okay.
Okay. A somewhat light Chinese puzzle. Here we go. And 5. Good. Oh. Yes. To the other side we go, and 1, getting worried. Okay. Let's have threes this time. 1 and the 2 and the 3. 1 and the 2 and the 3. 1 and the 2 and the 3. 1, 2, 3. One more balance bar close. 1 and the 2 and the 3. 1 and the 2 and the 3 is the same scheme. 1 and the 2, however, each one changes this time and the 3. 1, 2, 3, plié, soutenu, and the 1. So we're taking one out. 3 with the same leg, 3 starting inside, 3 starting outside, so it goes side, front, side again. Triple balance bar, front, back, front. One more to the back, close fifth. Reverse.
Something is
Front and the side and the back. Front and the side and the back. Side and the front and the side. 1, 2, 3. One more. Close. That's it. It's actually easier than the tendu pattern. After your threes, always give yourself a plié in fifth. And. Oh. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. 1. Other side and 1, 2. 1. 1, 2, 3. And 1. Just a little side note, that last balance bar was supposed to go to demi-plié, then susu and soutenu. Can I say? Just to get that plié susu in there. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, plié soutenu, other side. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the closed fifth back, so your soutenu goes again to the bar. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8, plié soutenu, squeeze your coupe, balance, close your fifth. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the close behind, plié around. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, plié around. 8 and the 7 and the 6 and the 5 and the 4 and the 3 and the 2 and the 1, plié up, coupe, close fifth back, so we can reverse it. Same thing there. Yep, plié, soutenu. 8. 8 dégagés after your second set of 4. Plié soutenu. Stay up there, squeeze your coupe balance. So your first balance always happens on the other side. Making sense?
Well, there's something wrong with the counts.
Okay. Let's go through it.
So it goes to the bar both times. Actually, all 3 times.
All 3 times it goes to the bar, then your last balance closes in fifth position back. So you can reverse it starting on the right. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, plié, soutenu, other side. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, plié, soutenu, other side. 8 and the 7 and 6 and the 5 and the 4 and the 3 and the 2 and the 1, plié, soutenu, squeeze your coupe, stay, close front. Start it on the other side. Then the second time around, close fifth back so you can reverse it.
Well, so then the third one goes away from the bar.
Why? You're always coming from fifth front.
Okay.
Because you're always closing fifth position back from your dégagés. So your soutenus are always the same. There.
Oh,
Then close, then start it on the left.
yeah.
Then when you come back to the right after your second balance, close fifth back so you can reverse it. Then all soutenus will go away from the bar. But first do right and left. Here we go. Oh. 8. Coupe squeeze, close, and left. Careful not too violent in your closing arm already. Close fifth back. And 1. Tight fifth. Plie. Better. Squeeze. And 1. And stay. And relax when you're ready. Just a little play.
I need Dramamine.
And of course, it was much more difficult than it could have been if you had landed all of your soutenu in demi-plie. To give your muscles a little chance to have a little tiny reprieve in between. Okay. Put about forward and 2 and 3 and 4 on the gens on the or to the bar and 2 and 3 and 4 on the gens. Plié front and coupé and passé and relevé. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 forward and back and the side. One more plié, passé fairly quick, close. Up and over back and 2 and 3 and 4 ronds, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 away from the bar and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 plié to your passé 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 back and the front and the side. One more quick passé into your stretch. And if you take your typical stretch, meaning opening your leg to 90 degrees front, make sure you're not pushing yourself ever so slightly backward, just in case you decide to do that. Forward and 4 to the bar and 4. Front, coupé, passé, stay. Tendez is forward and back, side and the side. Plié, passé, nice and springy. Close. Reverse. Or you can open it straight into your port de bras. Of course, that option is open to you. Here we go. Nice, there you go. Already anticipate the direction of your tongue, yes? That's better. Alright, here we go. To the other side. And close your little fingers, open your elbow. the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the front and the side and the set close. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the front all the way around. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 is 5 plié, grand rond jeté, immediately into rond de jambe, relevé, close. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 back to side, close. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 back to front. Stay. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 plié, grand rond jeté, immediately grand rond out of that relevé to the other side. And here we go. And over. And relax. One and the 2 and the 3 close with plié and back and the fondu and 7 close with plié and out and in and out and stay. Ballet, stay, stay, close. And plié and the back and the plié fondu. Close and the front and the plié fondu. Close plié and the side and the in and the out and the stay. Ballet, close fifth. Soutenu. So tiny relevé long into fondu, relevé, close with demi-plié. The same to the back and to the side stay. Then a ballet to inside front 45 straight leg, balance, close, reverse, left. And here we go. Really push your toes into the floor and let your higher one. And plie. Close plie. Brush 1, 2. Plie, brush 1. Stay. Ballet. Now over. Careful. And over. front and the side and the back, front and the side and the back, side and the front and the side, coupé, plié, temps, relevé, and close, back and the side and the front, switch each one again, coupé, plié, temps, relevé, other side. So this is our dégagé pattern. Front and the side and the back, inside front, outside side, inside back, so that's a little bit like a jig. Side and the front and the side, coupé, plié, temps, relevé. With the easiest elbows on the planet. Are we good? I see some doubt there.
Front, side, back, front, side, back.
Side, front. Side, front, side.
Side, front.
Side.
So side, front, side.
Coupé, plié, go. Okay. This is literally what we did in our dégagés.
Okay.
All right. And here we go. Nice and sharp, isolated, and over. And one. That's it, and over. And one. Better than your elbows. And one. Make sure they're all frappés, especially now. There we go. Excepting for the omission of one or two frappés there in favor of just the dégagé. Like that last one to the side before your coupé could have been a strike frappé as well, instead of just sliding that leg open to à la seconde.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's okay. Port de bras forward and 2 and 3 and 4, développé to the front, to the bar and 2 and 3 and 4, développé à la seconde. Back and 2 and 3 and 4, développé arabesque. Reverse circular port de bras since we are in 5th position back, 6, 7 and 8. Same sequence of port de bras. Forward and 2 and 3 and 4, this time into your développé arabesque. To the bar again, 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Back the second time before you develop your front. Circular port de bras. And that is all it is.
Did I see something wrong? From the back, it goes cambray back first, right?
Not when you reverse.
So
it's the same sequence of port de bras, because I'm giving you an option here. You can either complete your port de bras or start your développé with your port de bras and go into it like we do sometimes in the center, which is so beautifully off-putting. So 2 choices, port de bras 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4 with your coupé, come back up.
Okay.
But I'm leaving that completely up to you when you like to do that. And so the first time it's regular, forward with your développé front to the bar with the side, back with your développé back, then start it again with port de bras forward, however, into your arabesque. And in case you want to play with that, see how different that feels. Again to the bar, to à la seconde, and forward and backward before your développé front, before your final circular port de bras.
And the first circular goes.
Yes, because we're in fifth back. I don't want to upset your impeccable logic. Okay, here we go. I like it. To the bar and circular start with a twist toward your corner. Again, port de bras forward and one. You could have gone to the bar again, but now it's too late. And 5, and 6, and 7. Up and over back, and open your chest. 2. And finish. Let's not forget so that your circular port de bras always start with a twist. Either behind you or in front of you with your first in the reverse circular port de bras. Okay. And here we go. Feel your center isolated from your port de bras, especially now. Easy neck. And down. There we go. And I guess that little twist is supposed to remind us that our en dehors port de bras is actually an en dedans port de bras, but it starts en dehors by opening in the opposite direction to then go inward rather than outward. At least that is one way to look at it. Okay. Why not? Front and cloche and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Grand battement front and the grand battement side. Back and the front and the back and the front. 1 to the back and 1 inside front. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8 and the 9 and the 10 and 11 and the 12. 13 and 14. Plie 15. Soutenu 16. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 1 to the front and the 1 to the side, back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, switch legs this time. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, keep switching, 2 to the front, side, back, side, plie, soutenu. So it's a little grand battement en cloche sandwich. 5 cloches front and the side with the same leg, 5 cloches back and the front, so switching legs. Again 5 cloches, start to the back, again switch to the front, to the side, to the back, to the side, plie, soutenu.
Side.
Back, side, 1 plie, soutenu par terre. Okay, here we go. Super active toes. And then soutenu, and now. One more to the side. Now plie, soutenu. Okay. Let's have a nice stretch before we come to the center. Alright, I'm gonna let him finish. Front and the back and the side, plié, coupé, close fifth. Front and the side and the back, plié, coupé, close fifth. Front, side and the front. No, hold on, I'm doing something wrong here. Front and the back and the side, plié, coupé, close fifth. Side and the back and the front, plié, coupé, close fifth. Front and the side and the back, plié, coupé, close fifth. Front and the side and the back and the side, plié, coupé, close fifth. And now I'm going to show it with the correct leg. What do you say? Front and the back and the side, plié, coupé, close fifth. Side and the back and the front, plié, coupé, close fifth. Front and the side and the back, plié, coupé, close fifth. Front and the side and the back and the side, coupé, close fifth front. Sorry. Start to the side. Start to the side. Side and the front. And the back and the front.
And this is fourth.
Yes, correct. Plié, coupé, close fifth.
Right.
Now start it again with the same leg, front, side, back this time. Front and the side and the back. Plié, coupé, close fifth, also in fourth. So you're always holding your number 3 for a count. Plié, coupé, close fifth. Switch to the other leg, 4, encore. This one goes to fifth, plié, coupé, close front. You're ready for the other side. So a little bit of a reflection of what we did on the bar, same leg, switching legs, this kind of stuff. And the idea is front and the back side hold, plié, coupé, close fifth. Side and the back and the front hold, plié, fourth, coupé, close fifth. front and the side, back, hold, plie, coupe, back, close fifth, front, side, back, side, plie, coupe. Are we good to mark this?
Okay.
All right. Okay, and here we go. Careful with your coupe, it's not too high. Just squeeze your toes. And careful, not too much elbows. Door and hinge. Interesting coordination. One. I completely threw you off there. Yeah, not too much elbows there when you close your coupes. And make sure you're only squeezing your toes in rather than letting your knee fly up. Okay, here we go. Remember, it's front, back, side, and it's side, front, back, front. Okay. Arms should be in first with your coupe. And now how about the real coordination? Plie, close your arms with your coupe.
I can't. I couldn't remember the step.
So you plie, your arms stay open. Obviously, you're closing your first when you take your coupe, not before or after. But it tells me that you're very focused on your arms, which is a good thing.
Wait a minute. The front, back, side, and this closes back, right?
Yes, correct. You're absolutely
So
correct.
it goes side, back, front.
Yes, and it closes
And then
front.
back.
You're
then
going
it
with
goes
the
side
same
again.
foot. You're going with the same foot again. No, with the same leg. You're switching same switching and leg. Front and the side and the back is your third set.
That's what I couldn't remember that.
2/4 back for your next coupe. Now switch to the other side with 4 tendus and take your coupe from fifth the last time. Okay, here we go. Side. Plie, keep your arms open. Now close. There we go. And front, side, back. Plie. Coupe back, close. Other foot, front. And relax. Let's up the ante, shall we?
What's that?
Let's up the ante. Front and the back and the side, plie, coupe, close fifth. Side and the back and the front, plie, half turn, close fifth. Front and the side and the back, plie, single turn, close fifth.
Oh, this way.
Yep, single turn. Close fifth. Single Single, single. And the single means you're
Oh,
staying upstage. Now you have your tendus with the other leg, then that becomes 1.5. 1.5 to come back to the front. So we are adding a half turn with each set. And close fifth front, careful, so you can go on with that same leg immediately to the other side. So the sequence is exactly the same. No turn, half turn, full turn, 1.5. Good luck. And close fifth front. And your future self might just debate with your present self if that was a coupe or if that was more than that. Just saying. And the only reason that matters is because it's the difference between lifting your foot off the ground and squeezing your toes inward from your fourth. Yeah, and that is the really important part of it. Here we go. Let's have the other side. And just keep that knee going. Could you feel where that stop happened there in the little 1.5 C? That is usually where you lose your activity in your working leg, pushing you all the way around. That is why sometimes our pirouettes work better if they are changing fifths. But in this case, we don't have that luxury. Yeah, so really make sure you keep that knee going. Right. Yeah, yeah. And you actually don't need that much force. Yes, better, better, better. And that is that darn little detail that we are fighting with our on-the pirouettes.
oh yeah.
That is exactly the little weak point. Okay. But this shall not discourage us. Like we started yesterday, forward and back, however, straight through to plié arabesque today. Attitude, tendu. Would be good to count that, wouldn't it? 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. No, that's not what I want. Or is it? Yes, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. 1 and the 2. Here's another on the or. 2 and the 3 and the 4. Attitude 6 and the 7 and the 8. attitude 2 and the 3 and the 4, attitude, where am I? 6 and the 7 and the 8. So we are adding a little bit each time. Forward and 2 and the back and the 2, plié, arabesque, relevé, tendu. Écarté front and the 3 and the 4, croisé front and the 7 and 8. Plié, relevé, tendu, relevé, tendu, plié. Don't change your spot. Tendu, plié. Do change your spot. Better than me to your 4th. And pas de bourrée to change side.
So it finishes where it starts, before the pas de bourrée to the
Yes,
other
it
side.
does. Absolutely.
Okay.
So again, no turn, 1 turn, and then it's 1.5 or something like that. It's a little bit following the same idea that we just had in our tendus. Are we good to mark this?
Yeah.
Okay. Relevé, tendu, écarté, croisé, plié, relevé, effacé, 4th, brush attitude to tendu, 4th, brush attitude with 1 turn to tendu, plié, change your spot. So the whole first part pretty much rolls right through. There's not much of a stop. Forward and back, plié, arabesque. As soon as you feel that plié like yesterday, spring out of it to tendu back through your attitude back. Then take your écarté front, close fifth back, your croisé front. Make it an effacé front and relevé to 4th. And then we have attitude tendu, plié 4th. Single turn, tendu 4th. Change your spot, land, pas de bourrée to the other side.
Okay.
And feel free to do that attitude much better than me. Okay. Here we go. Tendu, écarté. Croisé, 1. Plié, 1. Just brush it through. There we go. And up to go back. Better. All right, all right. Yeah, that last part just takes a little bit of consistency. Try to feel each time the same thing, regardless of an added turn or spot change or not.
Yeah.
So keep it as calm. Don't let your brain start panicking. Just careful with your attitude. Always feel like your knee is going up and your heel is going down rather than the other way around. And of course, for your counter shoulder, I know it's going behind you. So don't push yourself over. Don't be a pushover. There. Because it's that fall back that really is your balance. It just looks like a balance, but it's actually a slow fall back, as we know. Are we good to doing this one more time? Maybe start a little tiny bit further down stage because it does travel upstage somewhat. Try to feel your toes being the first thing where they need to be, rather than being a little bit ankle or knee bound with everything. Yeah, toes to their place, not knees to their place, because then we get stuck. All right, here we go. And of course your fingertips too. Just a little less, a little slower that last fall back, since you have a little bit more to do as you're doing so. That was really the only difference between your single and your 1.5 C. Allow the turn to finish before you get into your landing. That's kind of the idea, right?
Oh, not quite.
Not quite, but it was the idea. And remember, you're attacking your enemy. Okay. I know. Nothing wrong with an honest grunt once in a while. One and two and three and four, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. En dedans and 6. Pas de bruit en tenant and 8. Balancer, piquer, attitude, tendre back. Plier, change your corner. Plier, step back. Tendre, plier. En dehors, 2/4. Step back. Plier, en dedans, to pas de bruit en tenant. So you always get some sort of a weight shift between your landings and your next thing. Balancer, piquer, attitude. Tendre back to 4th as we just did. Attitude en dedans to 4th, pas de bruit. To 4th, step back. Tendre again, plier en dehors to 4th. Step back, plier 4th, en dedans. Pas de bruit en tenant.
Does it start with the right foot front?
Yes, it does. And let yourself fall back right onto it. That's right. Plie. Now change your corner. Land in fourth. Stretch your foot. Tendez.
Oh,
Tendez. En dehors to fourth. Again, step back. So you're doing twice the same thing. Now plie en dedans. Coupé pas de bruit en dedans. It's nice and calm and airy. It would be nice to get that same quality into the whole combination. Step back. So if you're forward, you always go back. If you're back, you always go forward. Plie. En dehors, back. One more time. Forward. Up. Pas de bruit en dedans.
okay.
Minimal elbows, minimal knees. Two more balances. One, two. To your fourth. Step back. Tendez. Plie. Pirouette. To your fourth. Step back. En dedans. Balancez en dedans. Two more balances to finish the phrase. And one, two.
Okay.
All right, here we go, nice and airy. And left, up and back, and fourth, and one, and back, and tendez, plie, one, and stretch, and turn, and one. All right. Yeah, try to get your turns and one, so not too much luxuriating there in that first balance. And remember, it's about getting your feet together for your en dehors and your en dedans turns, instead of lifting that knee somewhere, and now your toes have a hard time finding your standing leg because they're just too far away from it. So if your feet could remember our tendu combination with these coupés from fourth, that might be helpful. All right, how about doing this one more time? Here we go. Much better so. And we don't have to ditch our category onto now. And one, and two. But keep that attitude, it is very good. Yes. Now two balances. Thank you for making my point. Good. Could you feel that nice light quality in your attitude?
Yeah, it was, if I just I have to relax my arms. I know it. Got to.
Yes, yes, you absolutely do, and your shoulder is telling you the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, yeah. First and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the second and the 6 and the 7 and the 8 changement and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Release to close. Release to cross. First and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. So when I say release, just let your toes transition through first position. Now let them release again to cross and change your feet with a royale.
So bump, bump, and then bump, bump.
Yes, correct. So try
First
to.
one is not a beat. The second one is.
Yeah, the first one is just to release. So when you're jumping up from the floor and just let your feet do what they do, they automatically will open up slightly without you even doing anything. So all you have to do is bring them back into your fifth. Then try to use that exact release to then overcross your inner thighs for that royale in the end.
Okay.
Let's give this a mark. Through your feet. Regular fifths. Release, release and squeeze. I see some doubt.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Really go through your toes and through your feet, like roll throughs, because the tempo is a little bit under slow. It's not a season, it's a release. So you don't have to open your feet. You don't have to open your leg either. You simply have to let your toes transition through first position to fifth rather than just taking them. You know what I mean? So it's just a release. Don't make anything, don't make anything out of it. Now you can use that release before you beat, ideally.
Okay.
Are you up to doing this one more time?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let it go. Use it. And one better.
Oh gosh.
I know. Échappé, glissade forward. Échappé, glissade sideways. Échappé, glissade, assemblée, glissade, assemblée. Done. Échappé, glissade forward, always opening your arms with your glissade. Échappé, change, glissade doesn't change. Échappé, glissade open, assemblée, glissade through third, assemblée, stretch. Fourth, fifth glissade, second, fifth glissade. Fourth, fifth glissade, assemblée, glissade, assemblée.
No.
The glissade doesn't change. None of the glissades change. The only thing that changes in this whole thing are your assemblées and your échappé to the side. One and the two and the three and the four. One and the two and the three and the four. One and the two and the three and the four and the five and the six and the seven. But your arms open for glissade, please, in that first. And then one more assembly. You get assemblée, glissade assembly twice. Are we good to mark this?
Yeah.
One, two, and forward. And sideways. Okay. Careful, it may be trickier than it appears. And well, at least you noticed it, I think. Okay, let's, yes, yes. Now it's tricky, open. And yes, you're right. Where are you unclear? Fourth, now glissade assemblée twice, that's all it is. Glissade assemblée. Yep, done. Yeah, start croisé with your left foot in front. Would you like to go one more time from the right? Okay, here we go. It's that arm in the glissade probably that throws you off for that last assembly.
My left leg won't
I know.
get into it.
You have to have a talk with it. All right, let's start it on the left foot, you say, before we say goodbye for Todai. And right. And this happy note. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too.
I will
Thank
be
you.
seeing you tomorrow. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.